What are you doing?
I'm not smoking crack.
Don't lie to me.
No, I am smoking crack.
That was...
If you hold a gun, and I hold a gun, we can talk about the law. If you hold a knife, and I hold a knife, we can talk about rules. If you come empty-handed, and I come empty-handed, we can talk about reason. But if you have a gun, and I only have a knife, then the truth lies in your hands. If you have a gun, and I have nothing, what you hold isn't just a weapon, it's my life. The concepts of law, rules, and morality only hold meaning when they are based on equality.
Ooh.
The harsh truth of this world is that when money speaks, truth goes silent. And when power speaks, even money takes 3 steps back. Those who create the rules are often the first to break them. Rules are chains for the weak, tools for the strong. In this world, anything good must be fought for. The masters of the game are fiercely competing for resources, while only the weak sit idly, waiting to be given a share.
Some footage that was sent to us by email, and there are some anomalies within this footage. And the first thing I want to show is this house that's burning from the inside first. And it looks like, you know, the inside caught fire first and the outside looks still clean. I'm going to play it one more time. This looks like it's a microwave fire that caused, you know, induction of electric eddy currents through the metals and the wiring in the house, which causes resistive heating and ignites the adjacent objects. So yeah, when you see a house burn from the inside out, that's not normal. All right, and then we have another clip from this guy who is in Pasadena, actually, and he will say how his house, or at least his roof, was fireproof.
Any kind of build, remodel, anything, you know, the decisions after the decisions and the heart that goes into it.
Oh, the small details.
The details. You talked about the roofing. What about the roof? You said it was fireproof. So do you question what happened?
That's our question. How did it happen? Because the roof was tiled unless the fire came from the sides.
Yep. And
his car.
yeah. So we also have a clip of his car, and I'm going to show that now. You can see that the front passenger rim has melted, and it's flowed about 4 feet there. And so that's at least 1,200 degrees. And the glass also appears to have been melted out of the car. I'm going to show it one more time so that you can get a good look. You know, that's at least, 1,200 degrees for the rims and about 2,700 degrees for the windshield.
And what's different with this car versus the other cars that we're seeing in these suspicious fires is the hood is still there. A lot actually survive that normally doesn't, but Porsches have their engines in the back. But it didn't look the same as some of the other ones. Like the rims could melt at a fairly low temperature, but the engine looked like it still had a cover, and it looked like the engine was probably still there too.
You could probably get the rims to melt naturally if you use the right kind of like pine or really high temperature wood, and you arranged it around the rim and you had some sort of like rocket stove type furnace setup. You could get the rims to melt that way. But you can see that driveway had almost no fuel laying around the tire, and the wheel, the rim, there wasn't enough fuel to burn that rim like it was.
I'll play it one more time. I didn't see this.
Yeah, so you see it was like in a driveway, and there's very, very little fuel within close proximity to the rim itself.
This is MH370, the missing Malaysian Airlines. And watch as the 3 UFOs that in perfect triangular formation come right around MH370. And zoom right here. Here, there's the second one. And here the third UFO comes in. And then you'll watch as then, of course, using this etheric energy, the 0-point technologies, make the craft disappear. And so the United States government is responsible for this. Watch as then the airliner disappears. Right
Who filmed
here, I believe. Right after this cloud. Watch. Here we go. This is an unbelievable video. And it's been confirmed. This is 10-year-old video, by the way. There we go. Disappears. And that aircraft, of course.
How much are they?
So a robot like Melody is $150,000, and that's fully AI capable and customized. We can actually make the robot look like anything you want. So you can come to us and say, we would like to give us a picture of someone, and we can make that robot customized to you, and we can customize the AI so that it knows exactly what you want it to know. So it can learn about your company, it can learn about your product,
Okay.
or it can be your girlfriend.
Are we going to be like, this is my God, this is my family member?
Well, you could. We always say you can take our robots as a date to a wedding. We have this here on display for people to touch, so you can give that a feel and see how that feels. These faces are all modular, so we could actually take the faces off Melody and Aria, throw this one on top. It's all magnetized or special technology. Press a button, and then you have a different robotic character. This allows us to provide flexibility for our clients. If they change their minds and they want a different character,
crazy.
we can design a different face for them, and then they can add that on very easily.
Are they easy to swap? How long does it take to swap?
It takes about 10 seconds. You just peel it off and then put the other one on. It's our patented system.
Am I tripping, or is there a car in the sky? Am I tripping, or is there a car in the sky?
Did you know that before you were born you made a pact called the soul contract? This contract outlines the journey of your life with its challenges and relationships. These soul contracts are stored in the Akashic Records, a cosmic library that holds everything that has happened, is happening, and will happen. Imagine a complete blueprint of your life, designed with the wisdom of your higher self. A plan that details all the lessons you need to learn, the people you will meet, and the experiences you must have to fulfill your soul's purpose. But there's more. These contracts often involve karmic relationships, souls you've encountered in past lives with unresolved issues to settle. The challenges you face aren't random. They are deliberate choices crafted to promote your growth, resilience, and wisdom.
I'm going to take you back in time to show you what the ancient Egyptians did here in New Jersey. This is Barnegat Bay. This is LBI, that I believe that was originally created by the Giants, because there's all kinds of islands and face figures, because that's what they did. And that's what we have here. This is supposed to be a face here. You see that? And then when you see what's here, you see these lines, okay? Wait till you see what's on the other side of the river here. These are all ancient scripts. You see the little lines, the little dots. It's really amazing what's here. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. We're going to go on the other side of this really snaky river. And here is the Egyptian script. That's what they did, these ancient giants. They put their script. Look at the symbol systems, okay? This isn't from any cranberry bogs or any, because they set this park aside. They set these parks aside for this all to be found. Look at all these symbols. This is what they did in the swampland. And then this is supposed to be the giant's brain. Like, there's his face, 2 eyes, his nose, okay? And then his brain is full of look at the brain. The brain is full of the symbol systems of the knowledge that they left behind for us. And then this symbol system continues all the way up through this whole area. You can see how they were working their symbol system, and it ended, right? They made the lines, but they never completed the symbols, or they might have started a few.
Tom Hanks, he's been one of the biggest TV and movie stars for decades. This is his son, Chet Hanks. Now, together, Tom and Chet probably just look like the ordinary father and son duo to people that I call inside of the box thinkers. Now, to people like me, who I call outside of the box thinkers, they see something very different when they look at Chet. For example, here, in this picture, okay, we already see that he has this tattoo on his chest, but that is not the focal point of this image at the moment. What I'd like to know is, what is this? And what is this? Here he is again, shirtless, in what looks like just a normal everyday photograph with no top. And then we look a little bit closer and we see this. What is that? Again, shirtless, body looks impeccable. And then we take a closer look and just look at this line. all the way around to here. What is that? No, I don't want to make any claims or speculate anything in this video. I'll leave that up to you guys. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment. Oh, and if you're not following me yet, you should be. And come onto my page as well and click my notification bell at the top and tap all so you don't miss none of my future uploads.
If you're squeamish, this is your chance to look away. Trigger warning. This is an endoscopic removal of a parasite from a woman's gut. It's not a snake, but a tapeworm, and you can get those from undercooked fish or meat. It's mostly asymptomatic but can sometimes cause symptoms. There is actually a report of a man from India that had a 6-foot-long tapeworm taken out the same way. Another reason to cook your food properly.
People say this is regular snow. Yeah, that's fire. I'm throwing freaking snowballs at it. Wow.
Do you not have any clothes?
Why, did you want to give me some?
I would like to give you some if you don't have any clothes.
Okay, well, I'll be happy to take those. What brand is that?
What brand?
Correct, the clothes.
You want a brand?
You said you had clothes to give me, so what? Yeah. I would like some clothes that have, yeah, because I'm not homeless, so I would like clothes with a brand. I wear brand name clothes.
Okay, so what kind of brands do you like?
I don't know, what brands do you wear?
What?
No! Whoa!
You tell them to be quiet. It's for me. It ain't for the world. It's for me. So I can do what I want for me.
Do not eat Popeyes. They obviously use real birds and not chicken.
Mom ordered from Louisiana Fried Chicken, and she just peeled the skin off, and the whole chicken is like red, all in it. So we're about to go back up there and get our money back.
Burger King, what is this? This made me sick to my stomach.
It's been a while since I fried a good egg. There we go. Oh. Give up.
What the, bro? This is roach eggs, bro. Bro, McDonald's got me f***ed up. Bro, them roach eggs, bro.
Chicken sandwich from Burger King. Be careful what you'll eat.
By so many of their young fans, were they 13, 12 years old? And then what happened is they all became very complicated, right? And, you know, I know Zayn Malik spoke out about his depression. I don't know that he's ever spoken out about drinking or doing any drugs, but I know that he did deal with depression. You have Liam Payne that clearly then dealt with a drug addiction, and you have Harry Styles, who some people may look at as the most successful, but he leaned into the other thing that you have to be when you're in Hollywood, homosexual. I don't even think he's actually a homosexual, but he's playing the game of flirtation and purporting to be a homosexual because it's what they want. You kind of have to feed the rainbow mafia in some regard. And so when I see what's happened to Liam and I see all of these stars that keep falling, I don't think it's just because, oh, well, when they get money, they just want to do drugs. I think they have handlers, like Kanye said, that try to get them addicted to drugs. I think you have people like Bobby who get Whitney addicted to crack cocaine. I think you have people like that doctor who, you know, gave Michael Jackson more and more of that drug to make him feel at ease because he said that he couldn't sleep. And I'm putting this out there. This is my belief. I don't care if you guys think it's a conspiracy. I think I actually know that most people who watch this show are recognizing that Hollywood is a very sinister place, and if you don't comply with the things that they want you to comply with, you will end up like Britney Spears, who was, most people have believed in a conspiracy that she was cloned. She wasn't. Britney Spears, what you are looking at is what happens when you are put on lithium, when you are your brain is being sustained on lithium for years. There is no coming back from that, and they know that, and they put her on that anyways, and that's exactly what they tried to do to Kanye, but he got away.
Do you guys know how long the men were possibly in the landing gear? Okay, if you have not seen this yet, JetBlue Flight 1801 took off from JFK last night, landed in Fort Lauderdale Monday night, and they found 2 male bodies in the landing gear. Now, apparently this happens quite a bit. Like on Christmas Day, there was just one in Chicago from Maui, and most people that do this either get crushed by the landing gear, they suffer hypothermia, and lack of oxygen, among other things. There's a whole plethora of reasons why they pass away. So of course they're working to see how these men even ended up in there in the first place. However, it's looking like it didn't start in New York. The Jamaica Observer is reporting that they are believed to be Jamaican nationals. So the plane spent the night in Kingston, Jamaica, and then it flew to JFK, New York, then to Salt Lake City, then back to JFK before it went to Fort Lauderdale. It's looking like these men were in that landing gear the whole time. Now they're saying it's protocol that the pilots do a walk around, but it's possible that the people were immediately visible in.
I'm an idiot, and here's why. My laundry machine takes quarters. Naturally, I'm like, where does one just get quarters? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go on Amazon and buy quarters. You can buy like rolls of quarters on Amazon. I'm like, perfect, I'll do that. And it was like 72 rolls for $10. That the math doesn't equal up, but that's a score. Like I'm getting 72 rolls of quarter sleeves with quarters in them for $10. Like, I'm like, okay, stupid. Amazon's losing money. Get the package. Empty. It's just 72 plain quarters roll sleeves with no quarters in them. I don't really know what I was thinking.
Insane updates coming out of Los Angeles right now, and it's really starting to make sense. First of all, did you know that the Los Angeles mayor, Karen Bass, flew out to attend the West African country's presidential nomination on Tuesday? After meteorologists warned that a recipe for fire in quotations was on track to strike LA? And local people are criticizing Los Angeles County for some very interesting reasons. For allegedly refusing to refill the reservoirs, meaning obviously fire hydrants are running dry in some areas right now. And businessman and mayoral candidate Rick Caruso, I'm sure Los Angeles locals know who he is also criticizing local officials for failing to refill the water supplies. Not just that, but residents are also criticizing officials for failing to cut off electricity to power lines. And there's even footage that shows sparks firing in all directions as power lines come down amid the smoke-filled wind. But the thing that baffles me the most is the fact that just last year, I said when and where that this was going to specifically happen. And of course, people might say, oh, well, it's California, this is normal. But wait, I showed a very specific article just a year ago about a special little city. And I'm sure you know what kind of city I'm talking about. And since they're trying to suppress my other video and the article that I listed in that comment section, I'm going to be putting it in this comment section as well. It's not exactly something that you could just put out there in the open, you feel me? But let me ask you, where exactly is the Olympics supposed to be hosted in 2028? Oh, wow, oh my God. It's like nobody thinks outside the box anymore. And that's okay, because I'm here to do that for you.